Rough night last night. Thank God it's over. Do a little bit of eye scrub because I'm so stressful. Gonna rinse a little bit, baby, because I just have some residue from the other day. I'm just gonna go in the bathroom quickly. I'll leave some music. Good morning, and thank you for accepting me, even though I just look terrible. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. But today's a new day, so let's focus on today. And if I have you on board, at least I'll be focused on something else other than my regrets, my mistakes. And, sorry. And yeah. Sometimes it helps to be a positive thinker. Like I find what's wrong with the world today is like, if I say, I agree with you, uh, or if I say something like, I like hanging out with you. More people will believe things that are like, they'll say that I don't like. They'll believe I don't like hanging out with you before they do. I like hanging out with you, or something like you say. I like your company and I think you're a great person. They'll believe that the opposite of that more than they will the actual thing. But you're only good when you help. See, so when you don't help, it's like you'll be noted. They'll remember you. Hey, you don't come by anymore. Don't bring that. Brings the pies over anymore. And that's what I mean about focusing on the negative. You really have to focus and start thinking about the positive thing. Sometimes in this situation, you'd have to make like an excuse for your friend. Like he said he'd be here in an hour. It's been 2 hours. You'll be like, yeah, you know what could happen? Could have run into Joe. And I know my friend. He's not rude. He'll have a conversation and make time for them too. Something happened. And I don't want to be dwelling out there the day. Oh, you helped me every 28 days, but that one day out of 30 days, 31 days, now one day that you don't come through, it's like, oh, I waited all the day for you, you didn't show up, and then you just kind of know that your friend is stressed out and not wanting to do what they really want to do, which is, focusing on the things you do get right, the things that you are good at. I'm not here to look at your mistakes. I'm not here to look at what you don't do correctly and voice that. I want to voice the positive things, even if you hurt me or you know what I mean. But just so you know, you might get your karma for doing whatever, blah blah blah. But it doesn't make it any better. It really does not to me. I'm only speaking for myself, but it doesn't make it any better. No, because nothing gets resolved. The same thing happens over and over. But I don't want to focus that. That was yesterday. I apologize for that terrible live I had. So we'll focus on the good things. The color turned out nice. Uh, wait a minute, Daniel. He's like a road test. You know what I mean? Do the walk, point towards your nose, and it's like, bro. It's like, Mom, get out of here. I'm doing this, Mom. Just no. God, how am I gonna ever be cool with my mom hanging around me all the time? That's totally what it's all about. And you might think that the hair color is a little seductive, a little passion, but let me tell you something. When I dye my hair black, My dad would just beats. He could not handle my hair black. He said I look like, he would just say the worst things about it. Like, you know what I mean. And so because we went through that traumatic time in our lives where you color your own hair, and it's just not acceptable to these old fashioned parents. And now, that I'm almost 50, and and I want to be able to do what I could do as a kid, as a child. I mean, as not a child, but as everything that I felt that it wasn't fair. I'm Lucy. so I mean, I'll take it as a compliment. I mean, I could use a compliment any day. But I don't want to hear I don't want to hear things that you think that I want to hear. I just kind of like, if you agree with me, just be sincere. Don't just nod your head, because because um because of that. Just be sincere in the sense that, well, to be honest with you, I wouldn't agree with that. You know, but you're unconditionally listening, so I'm gonna focus on the positive things, like things that I don't agree with. That's being judgmental. So I'm in the wrong. So, but you have to recognize it. I hate being toxic. I hate being the one that's miss know it all. Well, I did my taxes. And bitches, I am free. I am free. Bro, anybody want to see a sandstorm? Oh, so you know what? I'm going to, like, I just rinsed it and it looks clean. You see, it's pretty clean. But something about like not sanitizing the tools. So in like cosmetology or whatever, esthetician or anything to do with the beauty industry and the skin and nourishment and everything like that, you always want to like sanitize your everything, brushes, combs, everything that touches the hair, scalp, skin on the person. You want to sanitize your tools. And this one's gonna go on my eye, so there's no way I'm not gonna sanitize it. Next thing you know, you have like some eye disease or something. So this thing is loaded with alcohol. Hey, alcohol. There's always that 1%. You know what I mean? That 1% that'll give you a cold and shit. But if you use barbicide, that helps a lot. It's actually made for the tools, and yeah, and it works well. So like to put some alcohol products with alcohol in it, and hot soapy water is good, but it's nice because of all the new things out there. You want to be able to soak it, or get like a UV light to kill everything, all the metal tools and Japanese steel and everything. That's my favorite. Um, can never afford it. It's a lot more expensive. But I got the German steel. I'm happy with that. And sometimes it's not. How much more uh support you can get to get this one personal thing, because you have to, in the word of life, you have to work with what you have. So like, maybe, so if you're gonna like do that little cruel thing that my grandma used to do to us when we were kids, make some child watch. Oh, Cici, I was out there and I opened the door, you didn't come out. Like, come on, this is not a very good door to be coming in. And besides, you look like you're gonna claw my eyes out. Go jump on the floor, please. Gosh. So anyhow, I don't know what I was talking about, but I'm sure I'll remember it. So it's good to put like a nice pH balance on there too. Baby, do you have to get out of your way? My goodness. Hold on. Oh, she went already. That's Cici. So, oh my goodness, where's my support? So, so you want to do a level pH level when you sanitize these products. Sometimes it helps with that 1%. Sometimes like putting alcohol is a little bit aggressive, and it'll dry your skin. So sometimes to have some kind of an oil or like something that's kind of nourishment for the skin as opposed to alcohol. Like alcohol really dries it out. And two, when you dry out your skin, like with me, it'll have a really bad smell. You really need to nourish it. Like for me not to have like a sensitive reaction to these, I would have to be moisturizing every hour almost. Every hour I would have to put like body lotion and constantly. One, because I was born in the islands, and two, we immigrated into Winnipeg, Manitoba. Do you know how cold it is here? We have -50-degree weather with the windshield. Like it's really disturbingly cold here. So you come from an island where it doesn't snow, and then you come into this place, you have to adjust to something that doesn't even come from the ground up. So people that are born here, they have more natural natural way of fighting the this air, the dryness, the coldness, everything. But me from the islands, that we have hot summers and we're surrounded by water, seawater, so it's completely different. It's really different. That's why I would be have to moisturize and put lotion on me. Like I don't know, it might last like 3 hours maybe, but then I would have to lotion again. It's just something you have to do because this is not a place of your natural, um, you know, where you coming from or what you're built for. So so if you're one of those people that you come from, like let's say you're one of those people that immigrated like me, and you immigrated from like Pakistan, right? So Pakistan is hot, and you come to one of these, that's just like one of those shocks. And then you'll have the culture shock, which is everything has changed. And I certainly had culture shock, trying to do my mission. But um, all I can say is it's always a challenge, and I don't think you guys realize how much suffering you go through if you don't do yourself and take care of yourself. So I'm trying to take care of myself because you motivate me, but truly, I don't know. I think I think people get the wrong idea if like you do this, I need this scrub to try this scrub thing, right? So they do, but this is not something I would rely anything on. What if it goes missing? What if it gets contaminated? Then I can't use it again. These are things you can replace, but I don't want you to stress about it. It's like, oh, I gotta replace that again. Just work with what you have. So let's say you don't have just whatever you have. Like I always learned from a young child that like if you're missing onions, you're like, go call the neighbor, see if he has an onion. I can't do this recipe without onions. Calm. In your fridge, you got celery, use celery. You know what I mean? Don't stress about it. Don't I know some people are perfectionists. I like to follow a recipe. I like to have every little ingredient. That's different. But if you have a recipe and you're missing something, and everybody will notice, right? That's an example of like they only notice when it's not like as perfect as they are used to liking whatever, right? So so I wish they come up with something too that makes you stop and say, yeah, I'm not gonna be having like an instant reaction to 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 noticing the bad things about not the bad things. It's just it's not even judge or bad. Just I want to be a good friend. So when I want to be a good friend, you would have to you would just have to focus on the things that are done that appreciate the things that are done. You know, not comparing to anything else, not comparing to other people. How can I compare to someone that that does a better job, or if you rate like the education system or something 1 to 10, you rate me as a 6, right? So a 6, a 5, maybe a strong 2 for some people. And then you start thinking, well, that's kind of low. Like, Megan Fox or something got a perfect 10. But you were comparing me to her? I mean, there's no way that women are better than anybody else, comparing by their appearance. They're probably like a hot fantasy that they choose. Well, yeah, but that don't mean anything because some hot guys' fantasies are big girls. That's why I'm trying to find a nice Asian man for me. I want a nice Japanese man who appreciates a full body triple X. Well, I wish I was triple X. I'm a double X, and and I mean, uh, I have an indulgence. I like to look at what they say is natural for me here, but now that I'm into transgender girl, it feels nice because they like being a girl. You can tell that they're caring because they understand like how it is to be a girl. But they're a special kind of person because they give me the best of both worlds, like an understanding that women are just we're just not seen as someone that everybody wants to be. Oh, I want to grow up and be a woman. That's like saying I want to grow up and be poor. But tell me who who hasn't been. I'm just saying. It's my opinion, but nobody asked me for my opinion. But I'm just telling you that I don't want judgment and being compared to and and have like like or being raised to do to do illnesses is very weak. So talk's very weak. But at the end of the day, baby, that's what I want. I want to focus on what you're good at, not what you're not good at. So, because I want to be a good friend. So we scrubbed this stuff. We put some oil. I decided to put the jasmine oil. I like it. The jasmine and coconut oil from I got at the Punjabi store. So I'm gonna have to start moisturizing my skin, my body, My skin, especially move around to do a body lotion application, right? Then all of a sudden, the next couple of days, it dries even worse, and it makes it worse. You want something with no alcohol. Oh, and do you remember the rose water, the glycerine? Gone, disappeared. Somebody went in my purse and took it. Because they're weak. They're weak. They probably make more money selling my products than any product on the stores right now. Oh, it was Cici's. Oh, I'll pay good money for that, and that's what happens. But I'm not interested in people like that. Follow the comfort agreement, or 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 just go on to what you do like and enjoy watching. But most of my customers are the older ones because that's the kind of life I would probably want. Planting vegetables and flowers and things, and probably you know bring oranges and like lots of oranges, especially sweet ones. Vitamin C is way better than the vitamin C vitamin. Oh, I'm really excited about something, but it's not that they would ever control me about to tell for me to tell me the truth about what I choose and what I don't like to choose. But it gets to a point where you get bored of it. So because of this stuff, it was word of mouth product, and I told you it was good. It had no alcohol. And it's like rose water, so it smelled good. Is it good? It's the Heritage Store. It's affordable, but that's not enough. They have to steal what I help to support. I worked since I was 16 years old. A week after my birthday, you think people they don't care? They act like the taxes that I paid is theirs. I worked for taxes. I worked 4.5 years and so many years after that and paid my taxes, and they think that it's not mine. Well, you know what? Have it. Whatever you steal, just keep it, because I don't want it from your dirty hands. So first thing we do in the mornings, which probably people don't have this stuff to do, but the more occupied you get, the better it is. And I don't know how they do it. It's like, how do you do that? Because like I don't know where you guys get like the focus and the determination, but like solidly that that you guys do an amazing job, like amazing job. So first thing we do is like a cup of coffee. I need like a stimulant where it's going to numb the pain of survivor's guilt. I feel like I'm scum sometimes. Only the good die young, and we're just here. Like, what the heck? Well, I'm just saying. I'm not saying that. It's just a lot of survivor's guilt, where we get to suffer the situation, and for some reason we feel like that we could have changed it and stopped it from happening because we know, right? What we can't let go is that in a moment we could have changed it and saved the situation. So, and then you down if you do, then if you don't. So, so even though you change the situation, you don't have that luxury of, like, of getting, like, better situation than the other choice. So I think it's terrible. We as humans, as soon as we have the understanding, our grip on being focused, we need to let it out and just cry because, like, I just feel that nobody should be blamed. It's always more sinister. So I don't think I'm smart. I might be clever because I don't buy it. Something just doesn't smell right. So, but I know what I care about, and I don't just